Me too, I was like. Okay, we're back online.
So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna make an interruption. This is Jordan Dennison. He's our new custodian, and I know that a lot of you have probably not seen him. He is taking over the shoes of Larry and doing a great job, and I think that let's give him a round. So that's what he looks like. There you go.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you.
Okay, so we are back in closed session. We are recording again.
I will make a motion that we accept, the student in question's request to graduate at the end of fall semester and walk in the graduation ceremony.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now it's time for the committee reports and meetings, so buildings and grounds.
Good, so Russ spoke on everything that's going on with all the projects, and the one that he spoke on would be extending the contract for the elementary club. Guess I don't need to go into any detail on that, pretty cut and dry. So that would be the recommendation we had on the high school, then we have one. Or on the elementary, I'm sorry, and then we have one on the high school, can we do them both and? Vote on them or to get separate? Okay, so that would be the first one. Anybody got any questions? or-
Everybody understand it? Okay.
Okay, so we need a motion, or does that count as the motion?
That'll make that the motion.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Grant can't make the motion because it's elementary school.
I'll make, sorry, go ahead, Roy. I'll make the motion.
Make it head of committee.
We have a motion and a second. The elementary districts only, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Doesn't matter if it's reports.
Okay, motion passed.
So then the one other project that Russ would like to get finished up at this time, then it's gonna kind of be wrapping things up, which will be nice through the winter, hopefully. Would be doing the grease trap off the high school cafe. Dirt work and supplies and labor would be $20,000. And I can make that recommendation.
Okay, do we have a second?
Would, that 20,000, does it kind of help putting off one project for, you know, essentially almost a year and squeezing this one in?
Budget wise?
Like, yeah, budget wise for the way you work your monies?
Yes and no, because we've already made the commitment to the plumbing, so. I mean, we'll just pay them a smaller amount, but this comes out of a separate budget.
Gotcha.
So the elementary school budget and the high school budget are different, so.
Well, honestly, the other thing Callie brought up at the Building and Grounds Committee meeting last night was that we're paying a monthly fee to get it cleaned out now. And we're gonna catch up to what it's gonna cost to just redo it in a matter of couple of, we caught up to what.
$30,000 to,
Yeah.
So Charlie said, get them
Every
to
time
come.
they come down and jet it out, it's.
It's kind of hole in the ground with more money into it at this point, so
Yeah.
it'd be good, we're kind of almost money ahead by biting the bullet and just taking care of it.
We have delayed the process of this. We actually talked about this in June, and we're proposing this as a committee in June, but we postponed it until Callie felt comfortable that we could arrange it and make sure that everything was taken care of. So we've waited a couple more months, and then we actually were ready to propose it, so. And they're ready to go. As soon as I give them the okay tomorrow, we're hoping we're gonna dig next week. So.
Who's they?
Well, Dave,
It's Two Rivers, Dave up here is gonna be digging, and then Craig has got the grease trap already ordered, so.
You need a second?
We already have a second.
I'll second it.
Okay, are there any other questions? Seeing there are none, we'll vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay,
that's it.
cool. Policy meeting, we will have to reschedule.
Please, yeah. Dusty, I talked to Dusty and he gave his regards that he couldn't be here, but there was a messages going back and forth, and then he traveled, and so, yeah, so here we are, so if we could just reschedule that,
We'll
please.
get that. Personnel committee.
Yeah, so couple of things, the classified members, the union needs 12 members, and there's currently only 2, so they're meeting this week. So we'll just kind of wait and see what happens there. The other thing we did discuss is the transportation department, head, it had been discussed previously, but we're like to offer them $3,500 raise in salary to make them more competitive as other districts. And so that's one thing that we would like to
Recommend.
or recommend. Yeah.
So do we count this as a motion? So we need a second.
I'll second that.
Okay, are there any questions or discussion? Okay, if not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And that's it.
Okay. Easy. Since Dusty is not here, do we wait to reschedule? Like, I need to reach out?
Yes, I think it could be next week, but I think it would be wise.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted us to go. If that, do we need to schedule any other committee meetings?
Trying to do a personnel maybe?
Nope.
Right.
What was
Wait.
that? That was
Wait till after we see the
house drivers?
No, this is just the activity.
Oh,
Supervisor.
would the personnel committee look at our cafeteria workers' wages?
So they're in that union.
Yeah.
Oh.
So everybody else is in that union. The only classified people that are outside that union are Russ, Paul, myself, and Connie Walker, and our activity drivers. Everyone else is inside that union.
Okay.
So we have to figure out what's happening with them before we can do anything.
Gotcha.
When you're asking about a particular group of people, that's what part of the conversation
Yeah.
the committee. had.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so, but any of those decisions about a particular.
So they're just under the umbrella of the
Yeah.
school.
Then
That's
nothing can
classified
happen,
union,
you
yeah.
know what's happening with the union.
Gotcha, okay.
I guess that we should probably have a meeting, cause that'll be next week or something that will.
Hopefully that they all, and they make with that union rep, and then the union rep gets back to them.
Do we wait?
So we can wait and I
Yeah.
can send out an email when Rocky Allen has the answers.
That sounds good with me.
Okay, any other committee meetings? We can reschedule. Okay. Okay, on to resignations.
So I regret to submit to you tonight Amy Henson's resignation. They have sold their house and her last day will be on September 26th. I forgot in my report, so I just waited until now to share that. We have interviews tomorrow with 2 individuals. A third has applied, but we're gonna do the 2 interviews tomorrow and then make a decision about what to do moving forward. The hope would be that we could have them work with Amy one-on-one prior to her departure on the 26th. The learning curve will be steep and the value she's added to the school district will surely be missed, so. So that's that resignation. Samantha Dennison is unusual. At the last board meeting, we accepted her for a para position. And unfortunately, she has left the school and I'm absent of a letter of resignation other than a message to one of my staff. So. Yeah, she hasn't returned and I apologize on having a physical letter to give you, but yeah. We have, help me out, Melissa,
So, Ian, yeah.
and so I need recommendation to recommend some people to hire. I apologize, I can't remember what we're hiring there for.
Kitchen.
The kids, okay, that's right, yes, now I remember. Okay.
Yes, so many things,
So yeah, so many things.
so many things.
So actually, we have 2 people to hire, but if I would request a motion to hire Melissa Guillen in the kitchen.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Second one is Patricia Petty, and she is willing to be a sub teacher when needed and work in the kitchen as well. We are just, so I would ask for the recommendation to hire her pending her background check.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Great. I thought I was gonna be telling you that we're asking to hire Chad Hartzell. He's new to the community. That as a special ed para, he's changed his mind. But we would like to still be considered as a substitute teacher. I think we're gonna have some value from him with possible coaching. He's coached baseball before. And, we'll see about that in the future, but, so I would kindly ask for a recommendation to hire Chad Hartzell as a substitute teacher.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Chad had also spoken with Paul about being a bus driver. And I can't recall, there was a couple people that kind of talked to him, and there's a piece of that. Excuse me, that certification, I think it's the student transportation driving buses that he has to, that certification thing he has to complete, but I believe he's interested in that as well. So stay tuned about that. A name you may be familiar with, Brad Utterback been willing to volunteer to help us. We have an unusual situation with a student who was enrolled in our school last year, went to the Montana Youth Challenge. We had 2 students that did that last year. And the agreement we made with Montana Youth Challenge is that when the students successfully complete their program, part of that includes the preparation for them to set the high set. The high set now is the exam that Montana recognizes as a high school equivalent exam. Back in the day, it used to be the GED. Now it's called the high set. Similar in concept, that's 5 areas, tests they have to pass. And with that equivalency that they would, or Montana Youth Challenge would share with us, a student could earn their high school diploma. Unfortunately, the student was unsuccessful in passing the high set with Montana Youth Challenge. The student turns 19 this fall, and they're gonna be transitioning to Job Corps. And so we did qualified the student for special education services. And then in the interim, between now and the time they go to Job Corps, I had talked to Mr. Utterback about supporting him to prepare for the high set while he's here. And so he re-enrolled in our school. By age, he's still okay, and he will be with us for a handful of weeks. But anything we can do to bridge his gap of understanding to be able to prepare for the high set, I think is, again, it's still value added for us, and I think it's a meaningful service to provide to him. Did an incredible job at the Montana Youth Challenge. It was a really good program for him, but unfortunately he was unsuccessful. So I would ask for a motion to hire Brad Utterback as a volunteer, and it's a high set tutor to help with the student prepare for the high set.
That's a part-time thing, right?
Yeah, so it's interesting because he's coming in for an hour a day. When he's coming in, and so the reason he wasn't interested in being paid.
Yeah.
So this week it might be 3 times, next week it might be twice. I mean, because Mr. Utterback has some family commitments and like today, the student was off to Great Falls getting some new glasses, for example. So they're working on a calendar. And the kid and mom are happy that we're providing support, and Mr. Utterback's happy to come whenever they can work out their calendars together.
I'm confused as to why the student is enrolled. Is this student taking classes with us or?
In order, we wanted to test them for special education services because they were with us a short time before they went to the Montana Youth Challenge. And they weren't here long enough for us to make a recommendation to begin that testing protocol. So in order for us we wanted to start that, we had them enroll. And so if you looked in the schedule, it basically says he's having one period of study skills because he qualified for special education services, and the other is half-time enrolled basically, because the other periods are work study.
Okay.
So we're gonna be working with him, we're providing services in that regard, and in the end, we can get half A and B, it'll be half partially enrolled student.
Gotcha.
During the time, I mean, supposing he's still for the first Monday in October.
Okay,
So that's a good question.
I'll make that motion that we approve.
I'll second.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I got one question for you, Beth. So like on like Patricia's petty, it has pending background check, are the rest of the people, do they have their background?
The
check?
other,
They all have their references,
yeah,
but
Okay,
yeah, it's a good question.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then we have one more hire that I made, Jenna Botts.
right. You might recall that you accepted her, Jenna Bott's resignation last
Mhm.
spring. In a family situation that prevented her from working full-time, but she's come back now and she's working part-time at the elementary school,
Yes.
would like to work part-time at the elementary
Just been
school.
reinstated.
So I would ask for a recommendation for us to
Sure.
hire Jenna Botts at the elementary school on a part-time basis.
Yes.
As a parent.
second,
Second?
second.
Oh, that is the- Okay, all those in favor?
I,
Opposed? Okay, future agenda items. They have anything other than, yeah, in those meetings scheduled if we need to.
And if you're interested in going to MSL, just let all of us know.
Hey, who wants to move to adjourn?
Summer.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor? Opposed?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, sometime. How about next one?